You guys, ONEshop has come out with some awesome upgrades, and I'm really thinking about switching from Super Posher to ONEshop, which is formerly known as Super Posher. Hey guys, how's it going? If you're new here, I'm Samantha and I go by Thrifty on a Dime on all my social media platforms. I talk about different ways to make money in person as well as online, positivity, motivation, you name it. I do little short form videos also over on Instagram, TikTok, and now Facebook. So be sure you do follow me over there. And if you're here on YouTube, be sure you subscribe and hit that little bell icon to be alerted when I put out new content. So I want to share what company I've been using to help me with Poshmark and help me with really taking my Poshmark to the next level. And if you're not familiar, I started using Reseller Assistant first. And that is actually a company who puts you in touch with a real person to share your items and, follow people or do whatever you want them to do. And they are a little bit more expensive just because they do hire, again, a real person to be your virtual assistant. And I really like the company. As soon as I started using them, I immediately saw my sales increase because let's face it, if you are wanting to, get 1,000 to 2,000 items in your Poshmark closet, you're going to be selling a ton. And the only way to keep up with the shares and, sending offers to likers is hiring someone or hiring something to help automate that part of it. So Reseller Assistant was amazing. Absolutely love them. But then I heard another YouTube person talking about Posher VA. I just want to make sure I don't get the names confused because there's one more I'm going to be talking about. Posher VA. And it was an amazing automation tool that is just an extension. So I decided to do a little research and I went ahead with the free trial. Love the free trial, had a really awesome experience. So about 6 months ago, I decided to switch from Reseller Assistant to Posher VA. Posher VA is an awesome company where you can actually automate, whatever you want it to do. Do you want it to share? Do you want it to follow back? Do you want it to just do community shares? Do you just want it to follow people, send offers to likers? So what's great about that is you can set a schedule for the shares and community shares and follows. And you don't have to be on there every time that it's sharing as long as your computer is on. I just keep mine in sleep mode so that it stays on physically, but it's not shut off completely, if that makes sense. So yes, that's the downfall I do feel like of Posher VA is your computer does have to be running all the time if you want it to stay on the schedule. Now you can set it to where whenever you wake up, the schedule might start after you turn your computer on every day, whatever. But I personally want something to where I'm not going to have to manually turn on something every single time. So Posher VA is great in that aspect, but I really don't want to have to run my computer all day, every day. So I've always been kind of keeping my eye out for another program that might be better. And so far I hadn't found one. Super Posher was in comparison pretty close, but the price differences between Posher VA and Super Posher was dramatically different. Posher VA was much more affordable, and let's face it, if it's a great product and it's going to save you money for your company, that's what you're going to go with. But it didn't have all the extras that now ONEshop, which was formerly Super Posher, has. So I am enticed to switch over to ONEshop, and I figured I'd make a quick video for you guys to see if you'd like me to break down more about Posher VA versus ONEshop after I try it here in a week or 2 weeks. Let me know how many weeks you want me to try it out first, and if you want me to even share a video of the differences, because ONEshop is an app. So I think in this day and world, a lot of people use their phone to list. Now, a lot of people are gonna be like, no, I use my computer. Okay. I do use my computer sometimes, but if I'm out and I'm in the waiting room, I like to pull out my phone and do a couple listings. So ONEshop is actually an app that you can physically cross-list from this app, and you don't have to have a computer. You also can automate the sharing via the app. So you don't have to log on to a computer to edit, when it's going to share or when it's going to do the tasks that you want it to do. You can do it via your phone, which is amazing because if I'm out in public and I notice that my ShareBot is doing something it's not supposed to do, I want to get on immediately and edit that so that it's doing what I want it to do and not what it accidentally is doing or whatever. So again, it's an app. Also, it's going to track your sales, which is amazing. So it's going to track your sales and it's going to give you stats from last week versus this week or last year versus this year, I believe. Again, I don't know all the fine print details yet, but my homework for tonight and this weekend is to actually check it out more and kind of dive in deep and really find out the differences. Now, the one thing that really pushed me over the edge to want to buy ONEshop is because now they allow for cross-listing. So not only is it keeping up with your stats, not only is it sharing for you, or the automation part of it, and now it's cross-listing for you. Okay, maybe that's worth spending more each month if it's all of that in one. Because I really didn't see the benefit of paying more for the exact same kind of program if it was going to do the exact same. And I was really having good results with Posher VA. But now, again, since ONEshop is allowing the cross-listing, I can do away with List Perfectly if I like it. So since they give you a 7-day free trial, I am going to do my research tonight. And then I'm going to start the free trial probably Friday or Saturday, which would be tomorrow or the next day. And then I'm really going to dive in deep and see if I even like the cross-listing tool and see exactly how it works and how many platforms it allows. Because if it only cross-lists between Poshmark and Mercari, I may wait for a little bit until they have more marketplaces available, because the whole reason I switched to List Perfectly is because it allowed for as many marketplaces as it did. Facebook Marketplace, Shopify, you got Instagram, you got Poshmark, Depop, all those. So that's what made me switch actually from Findz, which is another cross-listing platform, to List Perfectly. Even though List Perfectly, I didn't really like the way it looked as much as Findz. But again, I know that's a whole mouthful, but if I can buy, or if I can use a company and it's going to be all in one and one price, it may be worth it more than, purchasing the List Perfectly app. I mean, not app, but, purchasing there each month. And then I also have the automation each month. And then I also have, if I'm going to be paying for someone to keep track of my stats and stuff for me. So that I'm saving money not saving money, but it's going to combine it, because I think it's going to average out to about the same, because ONEshop is a little bit more expensive. I do feel like if you're going to be listing more than 500 items a month, which I am, I'm going to need to figure out the differences and if I'm going to like the ease of use, because if it's not going to be easy to use, then obviously I'm not going to want to switch, because Posher VA is super easy. I really haven't had to do much with it after setting my schedule. And then List Perfectly, now that I have it down pat, is pretty easy itself. But again, being just a cross-listing platform, I do pay quite a bit for just that. So if ONEshop is easy to use and it's better and it combines all those, I'm definitely going to make that switch. Also, one thing that really enticed me over any other site was the fact that it automatically, or at least it says it does this, so I'm going to dig a little deeper and see if it does. It automatically marks sold on all the platforms that it's cross-listed to. So what this means is you don't have to go in and manually, like Findz, they say you have to manually click sold and it'll automatically do it after you click sold. List Perfectly, no, you have to actually hit end item and go in and click whichever marketplace it's in and let the extension pull up each browser and end that listing that way. And I've actually found quite a few issues with List Perfectly even ending the item even after you have selected to end it. I'll go back into like Poshmark and stuff and see like, why is this still up here? Didn't I just hit end listing and, pull up that tab or whatever? So I would rank ONEshop number 1 if it does it automatically, Findz number 2 if you have to just click a button and it does it automatically, and definitely List Perfectly as last, because I do find either you have to manually go in and delete everything, or you have to manually go in and pull up a tab for each site from List Perfectly to end that listing. So thank you guys for watching. Please let me know in the comments below if you would like me to share a follow-up video of the results and differences between Posher VA and ONEshop, formerly known as Super Posher. Because again, guys, any way we can save money in our business, any way we can make more money by, saving us time and being more efficient, I definitely want to jump on board. I'm willing to pay a little bit more or pay for something, not a little bit more because I make so much more by using them. I'm okay with that, knowing I'm going to make more money in the end. So a lot of people are like, well, that's just more money each month. Yeah, but if you're going to be making an extra $1,000 a month, I really think that 100 and whatever it is worth it. I'm not really sure on the prices either. So I'll do a breakdown video for you guys if you'd like that also, of the differences between the two. So again, drop that in the comments below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'm so happy you guys came to my channel.